Yo, how you doing, man? I'm LeBron James, and I want to say thanks to all the troops for what you do. You guys are the real heroes. I mean, you guys see me, and you guys see the other guys in our sport, and other guys across the sports are always on TV, but without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and ladies. So thanks, and happy Veterans Day.
We are in New Jersey. I can't hear you. I can't hear you guys. Oh, okay. The greatest country in America. Anyway, welcome so much. We are happy to have the base commander here, Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. He is the base commander. Tell us what happens here.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you all for being here and recognizing our veterans and our military members. First of all, we've got America's strength on display here with this great equipment behind us, but more importantly, the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, and civilians, active Guard and Reserve that serve right here at the Joint Base.
Don't rush through that. Say that again. We have time. Tell us who's here with us right now.
We have Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, our civilian partners, active Guard and Reserve. So it's a big base with a lot going on, and it is America's strength.
Amen.
Hey, our people love serving America. These young military members, they put their lives on the line day in, day out, both downrange and right here at home, and I think we ought to give them a big salute.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So, we understand you're a Peyton Manning fan. That's great by us. So give us some of your insight as a commander, as a leader, into why he is great.
Well, first of all, he has great presence. He represents a good image on and off the field. He's a leader with foresight that can see things that are going to happen before they even occur, and then he can make changes to his benefit and his team's benefit beforehand. Wow. And that's a great example of a leader.
I was giving you, that answers my question, because I was going to ask you, what do you think? First of all, what makes a leader, and more importantly, how do you feel? I mean, when you think about some of the leaders that we talk about in the world of sports, whether it be Peyton Manning or other people, is he the preeminent leader in the world of sports in your mind, or is there somebody else that comes to mind as well?
Well, he comes to mind first because, we got in the past somebody like Michael Jordan was a great ambassador, but Peyton Manning just represents all those things I just mentioned about stature and image and calm in the storm, and he is just a great leader. I tell you, I'm kind of a little bit, being from Arkansas and also living in Colorado and living in Kansas City and St. Louis and around the world, I kind of represents all these military people that move every couple of years, and it's hard to have a home team. But right now we're here in Jersey. We love, some of us love the Philadelphia team, some love the Jersey and New York teams. But actually, other than Peyton Manning, Chad Hennings, who is an Air Force Academy graduate. He's
I knew him well. Yeah, he's a Dallas Cowboy.
Yes,
Cowboy.
Three-time world champion.
He was. Yeah.
More importantly, he was an airman, a combat veteran, flew in the first Iraq War back in the 99.
Great guy.
And so we love him, and he is an Air Force Academy grad. Let me just say, I know I'm a Joint Base commander. I happen to be a grad from the Academy and here on base. We have our two-star, a one-star, two other wing commanders like myself, all Academy graduates. And so if my Army and Navy and Marine partners will indulge me, we just won the Commander-in-Chief's trophy by beating Army and Navy.
Wow.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Right.
So you did spend a little time in the Kansas City area, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you still keep up with those Chiefs?
Yes, sir. They won yesterday.
They
Doing
sure
well.
did.
They had a bad decade before last year.
They did.
But my wife is from Kansas. I got family in Kansas. My twins were born in Kansas City, although my oldest was born in Colorado.
So they are on a little quiet role here. How big a threat do you think they could be to Peyton Manning's team?
Well, certainly, when they pull all their parts of the team together, they definitely can be a threat. And I know my Colorado friends will hate to hear me say that, but I do have to pull for Chiefs a little bit more because my wife's from Kansas, and I know where my bread is buttered.
And could they be a threat in the postseason this year, more than they were last year?
I hope so. Definitely they could be.
I often say that, when you think about our servicemen and women, you think about excellence. And anything that's attached to America, as far as I'm concerned, should be perceived as excellent.
That's right.
So I struggle. I struggle when people mention the Cowboys as America's team as opposed to somebody like the New England Patriots. If you can't speak about how you personally feel, what do you get from your servicemen and women around here about such an assertion that the Patriots, as opposed to the Cowboys, should be considered America's team? From yours truly.
Well, I do love the name, the Patriots. Certainly it represents our citizen soldiers. We're all members of our country and where we come from, but more importantly, we serve a higher calling. Those Patriots back in 1776 and beyond in the Revolutionary War were awesome. Cowboys have kind of developed it. I can't change how that has gone on. But certainly right here in Philadelphia area, just across the river, 1776, like the Sixers, they're a team that are local here. Let me tell you, I love 1776 because, first of all, it's not just the Sixers, but, George Washington and our founding fathers signed their death warrant by that Declaration of Independence, and then Washington went on the offensive across the Delta.
That is right.
North of here.
I love this.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting maybe the 76ers are America's team?
Well, I love that name.
Wow.
Yeah, by the way, Coach Brown was out here last week. They got a little bit of work to do.
Stephen A., you take issue with that?
Timing is everything, sir.
Yeah.
As I'm sure you well know, is this the time to bring up the 70s? The 76ers?
Well, everybody's got to start somewhere. The Revolutionary War, we weren't doing too good at first.
No,
I got you.
But I will tell you that the NBA and the Department of Defense have a commitment to service program going on right now.
Yeah.
And last week we had Coach Brett Brown and the Sixers and their cheerleaders.
He's a good man.
And, winner with the Spurs before that. And they were out here. They practiced on base. They interacted with our great military members. They then rolled out the red carpet and invited us to the game last Friday night, and we did a flag detail. They gave game balls to deployers, and they honored us and basically just really showed us a great time. So we thank them for that.
Joint Base Commander Colonel James.
I'm enjoying him so much, Carrie. I would ask could he sit in for this man for the rest of the show?
Okay, so switch up. No, actually, before you leave, I guess you have a presentation?
Well, I wanted to let you all know that we have a saying here on the Joint Base, and particularly my unit, we serve like champions. Focus on service. Notre Dame hits their sign to play like champions today. Well, we serve like champions today. We want to do that. We want to get our game face on. And on the back of my challenge coin, which is a Joint Base Commander's coin for excellence, personally procured, it is a saying that says "Ut unum vincere," which means win as one. And here, with America's strength, we win as one. You're part of the team now. And thank you all for coming out there.
Thank you. We're honored. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
We win as one. Thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to have us here. Again, we are honoring America's heroes today, and you are truly a hero. Can you give it up again for the Colonel? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You all are so. Thank you. When we return, we will hear from our servicemen and women. They have a few questions for Skip and Stephen A.